Goodbye, you.
All right. Cassandra is here in the next video to continue her stories.
All right.
Go ahead, Cassandra.
I have a drinky first.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I just burped. Oh, God, there's a burp again. Oh. So wait for the
Take your time, Cassandra. We are not in haste. You have intelligent fans. They're going to wait for you.
Yes. I've got some nice little anecdotes. It's a little true short story.
Clear your throat.
There you go. Oh.
How many miles deep?
Pardon?
How many miles deep the pocket?
10. Like a good fish story, gets bigger each time I say. Now they're 10 miles deep. Oh, God, where is it? Here we go. Oh, blimey. Oh, all right, now, all right. Right. Now, this is called eight-leggeds I have known.
Say that again?
Eight-legged spiders. Eight-leggeds I have known.
Eight-legged spiders.
Yes, eight-leggeds I have known. Now, when I was living in a house 2 houses back, 20 years ago, oh, God, every time I say it, maybe I'm telling how old I am. Oh, 20 years ago. Right, I was there for 25 years. Right, now, we had a window in the bathroom, and it had spiders in it. And every now and again, Mum would come out with them all too, you know, the insect thing, and spray them all. And I couldn't do it. After Mum, I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill them like that. It's a horrible way to die. One of them, he wouldn't come out. He'd come out and I'd flatten him. The spiders. But he wouldn't come out. He went back, she went back into the web and died in the web. Oh, God, I felt awful. She felt awful over a spider dying. Yes. And I couldn't do it anymore. So they weren't doing any harm. We never opened the window, you know. They were just webs hanging up. You know, they were all right. I don't mind spiders. Everything's got to live. Anyway, there was a brown house spider up in the top left corner. And she had a lovely elaborate web, and her husband lived there with her. Okay. And one day, when I was doing the washing, it's about where I was doing the washing in the tub, and I was looking up, and the husband, she walked up the top of the web, and she had a little egg case with all the little eggs in it. And one day her husband snuck up to the egg case, and he started trying to get him to eat them. He might have been the father, you cannibal, eat your own sons. And anyway, and I can't have this, I've got to tell her. He's trying to eat the babies. So I got a little razor, my moustache.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really? We don't need to know all that, sorry about that. And I shook the web with the razor, and she got a fright. And the bigger the vibration, you see, that's the bigger the monster on the web. So she got a there was a monster. She ran screaming that way, and her husband ran screaming the other way. And when she, all of a sudden, she felt his legs going down the web, and she suddenly thought, "What's he doing there near my egg case?" She turned around and come charging down after him. And I'm watching all. Oh God, Days of Our Lives got nothing on this. You know, The Young and the Restless. Oh, it's like soap opera. And he felt her coming after him. Now I've got to explain. You know, hobnail boots like farmers wear, with all the metal things on the top, so they don't have all the clods of earth sticking to their shoes. Hobnail boots. He could feel her coming down the web in her hobnail boots, all 8 of them. And he suddenly realised she's coming after him. So he runs to the bottom of the web, and when he gets to the bottom, there's only about a 2 foot, 3 foot drop to the windowsill. And it's either her or the abyss, you know, the bottomless pit. So he jumps screaming into the abyss, and she comes down after him, and she can feel nothing. And he's gone. Right. And the babies are safe, and she walks up to the top of the egg case, and for 5 minutes, she's going round and round, checking he didn't get in and trying to eat the little babies. She's checking, you see. She puts a web around them so they're all right. She goes round and round for 5 minutes. She's checking and checking and checking to make sure he hadn't eaten the eggs. She's a good mother. It's a good mother. Now, to anybody else, you know, there might be just a spider. Look and see what you're looking at, and see what they're doing. They're doing intelligent things. You know, Native Americans say if an animal looks like it's doing an intelligent act, it is an intelligent act. And I subscribe to that. I'm a Christian. But I don't do that human arrogant thing, you know, where, you know, the rest of the animal kingdom, they're nothing. We're the top, you know, whatever, top dogs. I don't subscribe to that at all. I don't believe that. We're all, God saw all that he made and it was good. the Native Americans say, oh God, the Native Americans say, the Great Spirit created everything and He loves everything. So they say if you see a flock of birds, they all look the same to us, but to the Great Spirit, they all have the little individual lives, the little individual fates to do, you know, the little destinies. And I believe that too. I got this from Native Americans, all this, and quite right too. They don't do the arrogant human thing. I don't do it either. I watch the spiders and the insects and all these animals do these things. It's wonderful, you know. It's like a soap opera watching it. And down on the right hand side, that was a brown house spider. Down on the right hand side, there was a black house spider, and she had a husband with her on the web too. And I used to feed her. I used to hit little flies on the head, and put them on the end of my razor, and I go like that onto the web, and she'd and tell her that there was dinner was waiting, and she'd come out from behind the little thing there in the window, and she'd come out, and her two front paws, her two front legs, delicately take that little fly off the razor. And one day her husband thought, "Gee, I'd have some of that." So he's about half an inch away, and he made her take it, and she, well, no you don't, this is my dinner, and he backed off, and she took it. He never tried it again. See, they're all doing all these intelligent things. They're not stupid little nothing creatures. They've got brains and intelligent. She saved her babies. She went back and checked them over for 5 minutes to make sure they were all right. Good mother. Look at what you see. Don't just say, oh, it's just insects. Look at what they're doing. Right, now, as I was going to say, oh yes, and there was, and there was a jumping spider. You know, there's a jumping spiders, and they're like that, there's jumping spiders about that long, and once I picked one up and put him on my finger, and I showed him in the mirror in the bathroom. I showed him his reflection, and he's looking in reflection, and there's more area in the brain. There's more area in the brain of a jumping spider devoted to vision than there is to intelligence. But they are very intelligent, and I showed him his reflection, and he thought it was another jumping spider. Now, jumping spiders, when they make a peevement, you know, I come in peace, you know, they go like that. Their little whisker things go like that. Now, when they're being aggressive, you know, they go like that, like that. And I showed him his reflection, and he thought it was another jumping spider. And because of that, he tried to be aggressive, and he went like that. And the other one went like that, and he got such a fright, he jumped screaming off my finger. He thought it was another jumping spider being aggressive. And he's all right, he landed on the windowsill. But there you are, you see. You just, every time you see a jumping spider, just talk to him like that. Just say, I come in peace, I come in peace. Now, another thing like that was a prawn. I went to a pet shop, and there was fish tanks. And there was, at the bottom of the fish tank, they have a prawn, and they eat all the little bits of food that the fish don't eat. And one day I was standing there, and I looked at him, and all these big humans, they look at everything, and they don't do anything. He come over to the glass, this little prawn. You know prawns, the little prawns with the 6 legs? And the little things like that, you eat them. You cook them, you eat them. Little prawns, the shrimp, the Americans call them. They're not the same thing. A shrimp is smaller than a prawn, by the way. Yeah. Ours are bigger. Anyway, he came over to the glass, and he was looking at me. And he was going, he did something, I can't think what it was now. He's going like that, something like that. Obviously, he was saying, you know, I come in peace, I'm only a prawn. And all of a sudden, one of these funny big 2-leggers finally talked back to him and went like that. And which was me saying, I come in peace too, I mean you no harm. And he got such a shock that some human was talking to him and saying, I come in peace. He ran to the back of the tank. And I thought, what's he doing? He wasn't frightened. He was trying to grab one of the little fish. He was going to give me a little fish as a present because I was talking to him and saying, I come in peace. I didn't want to hurt him. He was trying to grab the little fish. They're only about half an inch long, little silver things. And I thought, this is no good, he might hurt them. Even he couldn't catch them, they were too slippery, they were fish. And he was trying desperately to catch one to give one to me. And I thought, I can't have this, he might hurt the fish. He's supposed to just eat all the food in the bottom of the tank. And here he is trying to, I said, I'm going to get out of here. He's going to hurt the fish. So I don't want him to hurt the fish. So I walked down to the end of the pet shop, and there's all these what do you say, with all big things, all the things in them. And I walked out, I said, goodbye. And he ran back to the front of the tank. He couldn't understand it. He's looking around and thinking, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going to give you a fish. Where are you going? He rushed back to the front of the tank. Where are you going? Where are you going? And I said, bye-bye. And that was it. I never went back again in case he started trying to get the poor little fishies. You see, look at what you're seeing. Look at what you're doing. Talk to them. He was talking to me and jumping spiders. Talk back to them. Stand there with a jumping spider and go like that, and he'll be going. He'll get such a shock. He'll turn around and go, oh, she's talking to me. Oh, she comes in peace. Look at what you're looking at. Look at them. They're intelligent. They're brainy. Talk to them back and see what they do. He ran to the front of the tank. He couldn't believe someone was talking to him. He wanted to get a fish for me. And he rushed to the front of the tank when I was going, where are you going? Where are you going? Look at what you're looking at. See what you're looking at. Well, anyway, I think that was it. Oh, yes. And one more, psycho slug. Now,
before we get to the next one, we're going to jump to the next video with that.
All right.
This was brilliant. Now we know about the jumping spider.
Yes. Look at what you see.